about the Indiana Fever more specifically. Now, all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. Erica Wheeler, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin.
Whoa, this story is absolutely crazy. Before we jump into the wild situation involving Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button and hit subscribe. I'm serious, almost 98% of you watch without subscribing, and it costs you nothing but helps the channel big time. You clicked it, appreciate you. Now, here's where things get interesting. Caitlin Clark just dropped a statement that's got everyone talking. She said, "I don't think anyone in our league should ever have to deal with racism." Powerful words, but there's a lot more behind this. The way she and Kelsey Mitchell are responding to it all, it's nothing short of unbelievable.
Allegations made by WNBA players that Indiana Fever fans are vicious, racist. Now, all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. They're just launching racial slurs all over the...
Get ready, because this one's going to leave you speechless. Right now, WNBA fans are being accused of racism. Yeah, you heard that right. But here's the wild part. There's zero video proof supporting Alyssa Thomas's claim that certain Indiana Fever fans were throwing out racial slurs. So now, everyone's confused and questioning what really went down. It's like a giant mystery that nobody can quite solve, and the entire basketball world is trying to connect the missing pieces.
It's not actually recorded or anything anywhere.
And yes, getting booed at an away stadium or an away arena is something that happens in sports.
People happen to have cell phones with audio devices that can record.
But here's where things take an unexpected turn. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell have finally broken their silence, and what they're saying will completely catch you off guard. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this one till the end.
Is that the norm? Is that enough for now multiple players to just be calling a fan base, just label them? Seems like that could happen too, but I guess not. I guess that's not possible.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful.
Pay attention, because Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell just revealed some jaw-dropping truths. They're not tiptoeing around the topic, where they're laying it out in a way that completely changes how you see the situation. And trust me, nobody saw this coming.
Caitlin Clark spoke out about, well, she answered a question about all of the online discourse and trolls, which...
But there are a lot of really good fans, whether they've been fans for 20 plus years or whether they're new fans in our league. You know, those aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization. I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we can do.
Caitlin Clark isn't sugarcoating anything when it comes to these racism allegations. She admits it's upsetting, no question about that, but here's what makes her response so powerful. Instead of dwelling on the negativity, she's turning the moment into a chance to highlight all the amazing positive things happening across the WNBA.
So many great players, there's so many great teams, there are so many positive storylines that can be written and celebrated. And
I was just even looking to see what like the big WNBA people, these like legacy fans that, you know, hate all the new fans. I genuinely think that there's going to be some responses being like, oh, she's trying to deflect the topic off the real thing. She's trying to focus on basketball, and this is bigger than basketball.
For me, that's why I became a fan of this league, is these people were my idols. I grew up wanting to be like them.
And you know what's really special about that? It's like Caitlin Clark is reminding everyone what this is all about, the pure love of basketball. But she's not stopping there. She's giving credit to the other stars, the talented teams, and all the inspiring stories in the WNBA that deserve to be recognized and celebrated right now.
And Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler. And man, their answers are really good, really well thought out, and really professional. People are coming after them right now over this answer. People are livid.
Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell are rising to the moment, showing exactly what real professionalism looks like. Mitchell made her stance crystal clear, saying they can only take responsibility for the people within their own organization, and that any kind of behavior like this simply isn't tolerated.
Let's listen.
The time after the break, it got better, so the future is very bright for those.
I think that for us, we err on the side of professionalism in a lot of different ways, and we can only control what's in our organization within our people.
I mean, we can't control what someone else says. Like, for the more like,
No matter what color you are, whatever you carry or possess. I think for us, we focus on the basketball.
It's clear they're making a bold statement, defining exactly who they are and what they represent. And here's the best part. Kelsey Mitchell is keeping her squad locked in on what really counts. Their team, their goals, and most importantly, winning games. That right there is the definition of true team spirit.
I think continuing to uplift and represent this league in a positive way is the best thing that we can do.
Good things in the league. Let's talk about the good players. I can guarantee you there are people that are going to be like that. Again, let's talk about the fact that these trolls are trolls. Let's talk about all the good fans. Let's talk about all the new.
She is about the most media-savvy sports entity I have seen in a very long.
You know what's truly impressive about the way Caitlin Clark is handling all this media chaos? She's not acting like a nervous rookie trying to find her words. Instead, she's facing tough questions head on and constantly redirecting the spotlight back to what really matters. Honestly, it feels like watching a veteran in complete control, even though her career's just getting started.
NBA players have endured this season. This was her answer. He should have asked her about the hate that she receives. As a straight white player in the league, she can navigate these situations. Now, James Boyd did acknowledge after the fact.
There's so many great players and teams, and obviously that is the best thing. She basically said in different words exactly.
These two aren't just saying the right things, they're proving it with their actions, showing everyone exactly how real professionals handle tough moments. But here's what makes it even more impressive. Caitlin Clark has this rare ability to see the bigger picture. She's not focused solely on herself or her team. She's thinking about the entire WNBA. She genuinely believes that keeping the league in a positive spotlight is the most powerful thing they can all do together.
0.54 million viewers tune in for Caitlin Clark, and then Diana Taurasi retires, and Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. It's who they want to watch, and that's all there is to it. Diana Taurasi retires, and not even half that tuned in. Sorry about your luck. Not interested.
Like, we don't condone any of those things. Like, for the more eyes been on us since C got drafted.
Now check this out. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell aren't just showing up to play, they're rewriting the game itself. What these two are doing on the court right now is nothing short of remarkable. And the numbers, they'll blow your mind. Remember when I said there was more to this story? Here it is. Together, Clark and Mitchell are averaging a ridiculous 37.7 points per game, which is already elite, but after the Olympic break, they took things to another level, boosting that number to 51.3 points per game, the best backcourt duo performance in the entire league. And it's not just about the buckets. Caitlin Clark is literally making history every time she steps on the floor. When you combine her scoring and assists, she's responsible for 37.3 points per game, numbers that are almost impossible to believe. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell isn't just along for the ride, she's clutch when it counts. In those high pressure moments, when the game is within 5 points and less than 5 minutes remain, Mitchell is shooting a ridiculous 62.5%. That's automatic. Fans have even started comparing Clark and Mitchell to some of the greatest duos ever. We think Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They're calling them the Splash Sisters. And honestly, it fits perfectly. Their chemistry, their pace, their rhythm. It's like watching the Showtime Lakers reborn in today's game. Lightning fast, electric, and endlessly exciting. Just imagine this. Clark grabs the ball 3/4 down the court, fires a pinpoint pass straight into Mitchell's hands. Mitchell catches, spins, and whips a behind-the-back pass for an easy layup. That actually happened against the Dallas Wings, and it was one of those plays that makes you hit rewind just to see it again. But here's what really makes them special. It's not just the highlight reels. Off the court, Mitchell has made it clear she's got Clark's back. She's talked about protecting her rookie teammate, making sure Clark feels supported, both physically and mentally. That kind of bond goes way beyond basketball, and even with all the chaos surrounding the league, Clark and Mitchell haven't lost focus for a second. You'd think all this controversy might distract them, but instead, it's fueling them. They've turned all the noise into motivation, blocking out the drama, locking in on their goals, and playing their best basketball yet. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell aren't just surviving the pressure, they're thriving in it. They're proving what true professionalism looks like, reminding everyone what this league can be when talent and focus come together. All the outside talk, it's just background noise. These two are too busy building something special.
Coming out and saying this entire narrative you're hearing is a joke.
It's an organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. like I've said a comment before, like it's a lot of things that try to come in this building and to pull us apart that we just didn't let. However,
and they were real professional, and guess what? They're getting just destroyed.
At the end of the day, it's all about the talent, the teams, and the inspiring stories that deserve to be celebrated. And the best part, that mindset is completely infectious. Caitlin Clark isn't just preaching positivity, she's living it every single night on the court, showing everyone exactly why she fell in love with the WNBA in the first place. And right beside her is Kelsey Mitchell, leading by example. She's not wasting energy on things she can't control. Instead, she's fully locked in on what truly matters, her team, her organization, and doing whatever it takes to win.
But the teammates are unbelievable people. I'll put Erica Wheeler on that, like if you're asking.
It's organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. So for us, our year's been blocked out longer than most people, if that make any sense. So
person of the year in the WNBA, not my freaking.
Players with that level of dedication don't just stay good, they become legends. And this is where things get truly fascinating. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell aren't just playing outstanding basketball, they're transforming the way people talk about the game itself. They've shown remarkable professionalism and grace while navigating challenges that could have easily torn others down. It's like they're writing a brand new playbook for what it means to be a modern athlete, even under massive pressure. And with controversies that could shake the entire league, they've chosen to rise above it all. Instead of feeding the chaos, they're pushing unity, growth, and positivity across the WNBA, and their play on the court completely reflects that mindset. They're breaking records, stacking highlights, and proving their words carry real weight. What's even more impressive is how Clark handles the media storm surrounding her. It's a masterclass in composure. She doesn't dodge tough questions or hide behind cliches. She faces them directly, always steering the focus back to what truly matters: the game, her teammates, and the league. That's not just media training, that's genuine leadership and character in action.
She still just got hate, but at least now they can't. It's going to be hard to see how they twist their words. And one thing is, she's done nothing. She's done nothing but try to uplift the league, defend everyone around her. But like, she has defended people cheap-shotting her. She sometimes, in the Kennedy Carter situation, she has defended someone who realistically probably should.
Kelsey Mitchell stands right alongside her, showing exactly what real teamwork looks like. She's not just focused on her own game as a veteran, she's making sure Caitlin Clark feels supported, protected, and confident, both on and off the court. That's the kind of teammate every player dreams of having. But here's where it gets even more powerful. When Clark talks about promoting the WNBA in a positive light, it's not some rehearsed quote. It's a genuine vision for the future of women's basketball. Both Clark and Mitchell are thinking beyond themselves and even beyond their team. They're focused on elevating the entire league, shaping what the next era of the WNBA could look like.
She still just got hate, but at least now they can't. It's going to be hard to see how they twist their words. And one thing is,
for what it is they said, but the wokes, they're coming after them. They're coming after him. So Kelsey Mitchell was asked about her future. A lot of people really gave them a lot of credit.
And if you deal best with it by doing that, by leaning on your family and stuff, you shouldn't have to bring that into the public.
This moment is setting a whole new standard for how professional athletes handle adversity. It's not about pointing fingers or coming up with excuses. It's about staying focused on what you can control, lifting up your teammates, and constantly pushing to get better. Fans are starting to realize that people aren't just tuning in for the incredible basketball. They're watching two players who are completely redefining what it means to be a professional. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are proving that you can compete fiercely on the court and still carry yourself as true role models off of it.
Like, Caitlin Clark has no moral responsibility to appease certain groups of fans that she'll never win with. If Caitlin Clark doesn't want to bring it to light and she feels that's the best way, then let her do it. And I don't think Caitlin has any obligation. Well, I don't think she has any obligation to speak out about some of the stuff.
Let's take a second to talk about Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell again, because what they're doing is next level. These two aren't just playing basketball, they're completely reinventing it. They're putting up huge numbers, delivering incredible assists, and making plays that leave fans in total disbelief. But the real story isn't just in the stats, it's how they're managing all the chaos off the court. They're not letting the noise distract them, they're locked in on what truly matters: the game and their team. It's almost unreal how focused they stay, like they've got some kind of superpower keeping them unstoppable.
Those aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization, I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we can do, because yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful. There are so many great players. There's so many great teams. There are so many positive storylines that can be written and celebrated.
The real win here is that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell aren't just transforming how the game is played. They're changing how people see women's basketball altogether. They're showing the world what real leadership looks like, both on and off the court. And honestly, in every sense of the word, these two are complete game changers.